Hello everyone, welcome. So here we are going to learn how to read a pie diagram. So we are going to learn how to read a pie diagram. And we are going to learn this using this example. So before I read this question, let's talk a little bit about pie diagram. When we say pie diagram, it is a circular diagram. Okay, it's a circular diagram to represent qualitative data or qualitative variable, okay, and their corresponding values may be quantitative. For example, in this pie diagram, you can see that the data values are food, rent, fun, and others. And the corresponding value to rent is 27%, corresponding value to food is 23%, corresponding value to fun is 15%, and for others, it is 35%. So what is done in a pie diagram is, a pie diagram is a circular diagram, and to represent each of the data value, it is divided into smaller portions, like the way it is shown here. And those smaller portions are the sectors. So the entire diagram is divided into smaller parts called sectors. The sectors contains percentages. Okay, so you can see these are the little sectors. The sector contains percentages. If there are percentages, if you add all these percentages, that will be 100%. Or it may have the degrees, because if we measure the angle of each of these, then in that case, we may have degrees. So if degrees are written here for each sector, in that case, the sum of all values will be equal to 360. So in case of percentage, it will be 100%. And in case of degrees, it will be 360. So let me also write those two. If we use percentages, the total will be 100%. And if we use degrees, total will be 360 degrees. So that is the basic idea about the pie diagram. Now let's try to answer this question. Courtney categorized her spending for this month into 4 categories: rent, food, fun, and other. The percentage she spent in each category is pictured here. That is rent 27%, food 23%, fun 15%, and other 35%. If Courtney spent a total of 22,000 this month, so that is the key there. She spent a total of 22,000 this month. That is the total amount spent. We have to find how much did she spend on food. So we want the value she spent on food. Okay, how much she spent on food. So if we read the diagram, we can clearly see, let me write this, amount spent on food is equal to, so you can see the amount spent on food is 23%. 23%, meaning of that is 23% of this 2200. 23% of 2200, 2200. Okay, 2200. So 23% of 2200 is 0.23 multiplied to 2200. And if we simplify that using calculator, 0.23 multiplied to 2200 is 506. 506. That means C spent $506 on food. So here the value, okay, was given in terms of percentage, but the question is asking how much. That is, we have to write the answer in terms of dollar, not as percentage. Okay, if it was how many percent, then it will be 23%. Because the question asks how much she spent on food, it is 23% of 2200, which will reduce down to 506. That means she spent $506 on food. So this is how we can read the values from the pie diagram and answer the questions that you have. Okay, so I think this is quite easy problem. I hope you understand this. Thank you for watching.